Hello there. How you doing? It's your boy. Wee boy. Doing a thing. Hold on, let me set up low latency so that you guys can talk to me. Alright. Oh yeah, music. Alright. I think that's good. Actually, I'm gonna open up Twitter real quick so I can grab my actually, never mind. The big thing is I don't know what I want to paint tonight. Alright. Oh god, I love those people that go by with fucking blowing their engine. Okay. As you can see, I got a tank. This is a Rhino for Warhammer 40,000. Got a bunch of moving parts too. It's actually pretty neat. There's also the back door open. Bang, just like that. It's what's called a troop transport in 40k. Basically, you put a bunch of guys into it, and they run at the enemy, presumably, to fuck them up. You know how it be. But I need one for my corn army, because I can put corn berserkers in there. And then they can go fuck people up, you know how it be. I'm not ready to paint this yet. I gotta add some more like spikes and stuff so it looks even more like chaosy. That sounds pretty cool. Where it's at now. Anyway, look at that. In the back, over here. Somewhere. Now. Turn down the music, it's a bit loud. Alright. That should be good. How's everybody doing, by the way, on this fine night? You're all doing fine, I hope. Adjust that a little bit. Right. Get my beard in the frame. Yeah, I intended to paint tonight, but I don't actually know what I want to paint right now. I've got plenty of Stormcast to paint, but it would largely just be kind of detail work and just like small miscellaneous stuff. I could start painting my 40k Chaos Army. That is a possibility. At least a few of them, you know. Other than that, I've got plenty of things to paint. It's just a matter of like picking something, sticking with it. Well, I know Stormcast is going to be the next thing I play, so I might as well paint them tonight. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. Yeah. I gotta paint the red on these boys. It's fine. So we'll do that tonight. And we can get most of that done tonight. Hopefully. Or that. Yeah, Stormcast Eternal Liberated. These are kind of meant to be like the main footmen for the Stormcast Eternals. They come in a few varieties, but the most common one is Hammer and Shield. And they all kind of look like this for the most part, with a few different poses. I primed the, I painted the prime, which is sort of their like sergeant, in gold. And I also primed all of the heroes in my Stormcast army in gold as well. The rest are painted in bronze. Just to kind of show off some distinction between the heroes and the more like general foot soldiers. Adds a little bit more variety to the army in general, you know? Fairly certain my red palette is going to be dry, so we'll probably have to, yep, we'll have to add some water to that. good look spot, just like that. I don't want the camera to be too far away that you guys can't like see what's going on, you know what I mean? We'll put the palette on the side. Move the camera in a little bit closer for you. Move the camera in a little bit closer for you guys. And that way it's, yeah, that looks a little bit better. Okay. Yeah. And then I can see it clearly on my end. And you guys can see it clearly on your end. And we'll be good. So do you guys have 4 variants to these models, if I remember correctly? Yeah, and then 4 variants to the normal one, and then 2 variants for the Prime. But that is typically with the box that I got them in, which is the Start Collecting box for Stormcast Eternal. I think if you just buy the Liberated in their own box, they look a little bit different. So, just a little warning. And with that, I'm gonna put some water in the wet palette again. Oh shit. I just got up and I was like, oh, I forgot to message Matt. I just assumed that you like got a alert every time I started streaming. Yeah, that's my bad. Alright. I'm painting Stormcast, I think. Yeah, man. Just how it be. Just how it be. Yeah, that's a sign of mold. You should probably replace it. If you got an extra, like, sponge, replace that. Can't Monka. Oof. Do a temporary replacement, just fold up some paper towel and wet those and put it under. Alright, yeah, don't do that. It's also possible that it's bacteria building up inside the palette. So cleaning it up might also help. Sanitize it specifically. Don't just like pour water in it or whatever. Make sure it's like a sanitizer of some kind that specifically kills bacteria. Because that's what the issue is. 100%. Right. Quick look and shield. I forgot those days, Critical Role. I'll be honest, I haven't, like, really hardcore watched that show since I stopped working that one job that had me working, 10 hours, a day. Well, night, but you know what I mean. Look at that shield, beautiful. The lightning bolts, I think I'm gonna paint a different color, so it doesn't matter too much if I get a little bit of red paint on them. That said, I should probably be using this. I don't want to accidentally chip the paint, you know. Yeah. So I've said it a few times. This is sort of a modified version of the Hammer the Sigmar paint scheme. The Hammer the Sigmar is sort of like the poster boy faction, specifically of the Stormcast Eternal, which are already the poster boy faction. They're the guys in blue and gold. That is way too blurry. They're the guys in red and blue, but I don't, or not red and blue, gold and blue. But I don't like the blue as much, so I use red instead, because I think it looks a little bit better. And then I also use brown for the foot trees. Again, because I think it looks nice. I use corn red because it's a darker, more fuller red. If I wanted to, I could probably use Mephiston red and get like a brighter look out of it, but I don't want to. I like the sort of darker blood red that corn gives me. Cause I'm a corn simp. Corn flake. I'm a corn cob. Bleach the fucking sponge. That's good. Yeah. Bleach is a good sanitizer, so that should work. Yeah, you want to make sure that shit's clean, you guys. If it starts getting if it starts smelling bad, you should either replace it or deep clean it. Because if you let it sit for too long, it can get moldy, and you really don't want that. Right, of course. I was just talking about my paint scheme and how I'm kind of a fucking corn fanboy who is still deeply in the closet about it. Kind of. Yeah, that's true. I guess I play Corn Army in 40k now. Officially. So. What fucking emote is that? Tuning in. I wonder if that's the paint that's covering it up, or if that was the model itself for this. Part of the lightning bolt is not showing up. Oh, nice. That's the dude with the wings who had the heart or whatever in his hand. Yeah. Alright. Oh yeah. I haven't gotten a chance to break out the blood for the blood god yet. I have that paint too. It looks pretty nice, and it looks like it's pretty good for blood and gore. something, you got to do it, though. Dude, I had the most Karen-ass fucking lady at work today. Holy shit. I know this is like completely unprompted, but like, holy shit. It was insane. So like, even from the fucking like, so I don't work. We have a drive-thru. I think most Starbucks have a drive-thru. But I can't work the drive-thru because I can't hear the, with the headset. Like, at all. I can't hear shit with those headsets. They're not great headsets, for one. But also, I'm deaf. I think it's more a me thing than it is a headset thing. But, like, even from the fucking drive-thru, like, what's it called? It's not a window, because the window is where you pull up to after you order. The, like, speaker thing. Anyway, like, it was painfully apparent that this lady was gonna be a fucking bitch. Like, as we were there. Menu? Yeah, menu. Cause she, like, had them... She, like, ordered something, and then, like, decided right before she finished that she wanted to order something completely different. So she ordered 3 different drinks. Unlike what she had previously ordered. And she didn't want those 3 drinks. And she was, like, being kind of a bitch about it. And then, she rolled up to the window, has her husband pay, and I start handing out the drinks. And she, like, gets the wrong size drink. And I'm like, okay, I can't take that back, we'll go make you, the right size drink. And she's like, I can't believe I paid for the venti size and I didn't get a venti size. I can't believe this. I paid for this. And it's like, bitch, first off, your husband paid. I'm sorry for him. Second off, get off my ass. We're making you another drink. And you get to keep the one that was fucked up. Like... But like, dude, like you got one drink that was a mistake, and it was a mistake because she ordered the wrong, because she ordered, a couple of drinks, and then she canceled that order and ordered new things instead. So that's why it was a mistake in the first place. And I guess the person who started making the drink had started making it while she was still ordering it, and didn't realize that she had ordered different drinks. And in this case, it was just different sizes. Or it was the same drink, different size. And so, like, she's flipping her shit at me. I'm at the window. I have nothing, I have, like, no involvement in the drink making whatsoever. And I'm just like, okay, I understand that you, like, paid for, a venti and got a grande. You keep that drink because we can't take those drinks because of COVID. We'll make you another drink that's the right size, the same drink. And then, like, eventually her husband's like, alright, well, like, it's fine, we'll take the drinks that we've got, it's fine, it doesn't matter that much. And I'm like, thank fuck, man, like... Patience of a thing at that dude. Cause like, holy shit, dude. And like, I get it, you ordered a drink and you didn't get the right size. But like, fuck me, dude, calm down. We'll get you, the same drink. But the right size, just give us a couple seconds, man. And, like, don't flip out at the guy at the window. He has nothing to do with it. Like, what's he supposed to do? Tell them to hurry up? Like... I don't know. It wouldn't have been the rudest person we've ever had come at the window. I think one time we had, like, somebody make one of our employees cry, like one of my coworkers cry, because, like, she handed him a drink that was meant for somebody else. And then he, you know, was like, what the fuck is this? And started yelling at her for handing him the wrong drink. And, like, the manager showed up and was like, hey, if you can't be respectful to our, you know, to our workers, you can just leave. And so he left. Like, dude, man, like, I don't know. Like, there's no reason to treat people like shit, man. You know? And I mean, like, you know, people in general, but also, like, fast food employees, dude. Like, they're trying their best. They've got, like, a million fucking things going on all the goddamn time. It's gonna take some time to get you fucking, like, 3... Hey! I'm ranting about, you know, people, you know, shitty people at the window. I had a Karen earlier today. Yeah. We accidentally made her, she ordered like 3 drinks. Then she canceled that order and ordered 3 different drinks. And then she got mad at me while I was at the window because, you know, one of my coworkers made the wrong size drink. She ordered a venti and she got a grande. And I was like, hey, I can't take your drink from you. You know, I've already handed it to you. It's yours. Yeah. And then I was like, okay, and we'll make you the right size drink. And she, like, starts going off on me about how she paid for a venti drink. And I'm like, it's okay, you know, we'll make you a venti drink. You know, hang on to the grande, it's fine, it'll only take a few seconds. And she's, like, still going off on me about how she paid for a venti and only got a grande. This is such bullshit and it's unfair. And I'm like, lady, calm down. And, like, finally her husband, who paid for the drinks, you know, she didn't pay for shit. Her husband or whatever is like, alright, you know, it's fine. We're fine. We got the drinks we wanted. We'll just head out. It's fine. Like, clearly dying of fucking embarrassment. And I'm like, yeah, like, I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think, like, as a general rule, if you can't be nice to, like, fast food employees, don't bother going to fast food places. Just, like, straight up. Like, if you don't have the respect for the people who are making your food, don't bother going there. If you, like, near a fucking... And same goes for, like, anything that, like... If you, like, near a fucking Walmart employees or whatever, like, don't go to Walmart. Just straight up. You know? Like... Have some basic fucking respect for the people that you're, who are doing this stuff. Especially with COVID, you know? People could be worse, yeah. I mean, like, it can always be worse, but, like, I don't know. Some basic respect would be good. Cause, like, I feel like there's a lot of people who, like, have zero respect for, like, what they see as, like, minimum wage job. Could be a K-lady. Oof. Big oof. But yeah, like, there's a lot of people out there who have, like, no respect for, like, minimum wage job. And, like, near people who work a minimum wage job or, like, get really pissy and abusive toward the workers. And, like, holy shit, dude. I will say, there are some times where, like, snapping at people can be a little bit justified. Like, I was at a Little Caesars one time, and I ordered a pizza. And it was just like a pizza. And this dude, yeah, and this dude was like, you know, he had the pizza, and he didn't call me up to grab it for 30 minutes until I finally went up and was like, hey, do you guys have the pizza that I, you know, paid for and stuff? And they were like, oh yeah, here you go. And I was like ready to snap and lose my shit, but I didn't. That's the thing. Like, you had me wait 30 minutes because you didn't realize that I had ordered a pizza? Like, what the fuck, dude? What are you doing? Fucking D&D all season. No, this wasn't for D&D, but, you know, all season is nice for D&D. Because, like, you don't have to worry about, like, ordering it in advance or anything. I don't know. Yeah. I will say that Little Caesars, no, actually the one that's by Odin isn't actually that bad. The other one that's, way in the business area, west side, like, the people that work there usually fucking high on drugs, and, like, you can tell. It's not like a, you know, classist thing, like, you can tell they're on drugs. Like, all of them. Every time. Feel bad, man. You said you still haven't gotten Catacross yet? Unfortunate. No. That's right. Is it... No, I mean, hopefully we get him. They haven't even shipped yet? What the fuck? That's some dumbass shit right there. Fucking brick bombers. Alright. Not okay to be racist. But it is okay to be racist against the Brit. Alright, just a little leftist tip from me to you. I'm mean. Mostly. Listen, I have some British friends, alright? I can say that. That cancel culture. No, I'm gonna do the I have black friends. I have British friends. It's okay for me to say that, you know? I have the fish and chip pass. Yeah. I have the wanker pass. It would be very unfortunate if either of those two British friends were watching. But I don't think they watch me. It's fine. I actually get the feeling like both of them would agree with me, actually, now that I think about it. Not the blood path, but the being racist against the British thing. No, don't play fucking Dota 2. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Better stop that right now. Because you'll start playing it, and then you'll start pushing me to play it, and then I'll start playing it, and then I'll ruin my fucking life again. This is a self-preservation tactic. Don't fucking play it. Oh, Steve. Better not. Better not. Oh, motherfucker. Oh, no. Oh, no. I just need to download enough porn that I, like, can't download Dota 2, and then I'm fine. You know how it be. I can't get banned. Is that bannable? Can I get banned for saying that? I hope not. Can't believe you'd rather play Dota 2 than... Can't believe you'd rather play Dota 2 than have sex... Can't believe you'd rather play Dota 2 with the boys than have sex with me. SMH. What the fuck am I doing? I'm ruining this fucking painting, by the way. Keep laughing too much. Gotta stop laughing. It's making my hand mad. It's fine, I'll clean it up. It's fine. I didn't know you were laughing. I'm not. Wait, who the fuck is that? Underneath there. I don't know who that fucking is. I don't watch Twitch streamers, man. I just watch the VODs afterward. I mean, that is unironically what I do. I don't like watching, like, live streams, and I always feel like I gotta be live. It's like that little, like, not OCD, but like that little, like, you know, I've gotta be on the live stream, but, like, that means that I might miss stuff, and I don't like missing stuff either. So I just wait for the VOD. Don't do it! Don't! That's a bad idea, man. Don't do it. I feel like I'm gonna top tone somebody not to fucking jump off the edge, you know? Oh no. What happens if you get one of the new heroes that you definitely don't know how to play? What do you do then? Fuck it, dude. Play him anyway? Alright. Oh my god, I'm being so sloppy with this boy. My hands are all trembling right now. And the paint's really watery. I've watered it down a bit too much. Oof. Oh, here's a question. Unironic question, because I'm not actually sure. Are scone sandwiches I want to hear answers, and then I want to hear fucking argumentation. Don't fucking question me. I want to hear answers, and then I want to hear a goddamn essay on why scones are definitely sandwiches or definitely not sandwiches. Or be a fucking centrist, and then don't bother. I'll just dislike your answer anyways. Listen, I gotta know. That fucking biscuit type thing. Yeah. Are they, like... well... Okay, then what is it? You know? Okay, so sorry. If you cut it up into two and then you put something in between it, is it then a sandwich? And if the answer is yes, then is a sandwich just anything that you can cut up and put something between the two slices? Because you can do that with like a cupcake. Does that make that a sandwich? Is a sandwich anything that you can sandwich between two things? Okay. You can make cupcake sandwich. Okay, can you make a cake sandwich then? Like, cut a cake in half and... I'm telling you, man, it's a bad idea. Don't play it. Don't do it. There's so much to live for, man. Your dreams and hopes and family and... man. But I have to laugh hit. Ah, God. When's the last time you had to laugh hit something? Cause I haven't had to do that shit in a while. Think I did that shit with League? Nobody does that shit with League. Even pros don't know how to fucking laugh hit in League, man. Pick your hero. Oh, well, I gotta say the meme of, like, invoke our techies. Position 4 hero, Leshrac. Play Leshrac. Excuse me, you can play Leshrac position 4, can't you? That was a thing for a while. Yeah, he's going to end your life, don't worry. Lionize me. The tail cometh and the tail taketh away. So how does it feel being back? Little old Benway. Bad. Told you not to fucking play it, dude. What did you do? You went and you played it. I should have made mad already. Yeah, man. Listen, instead you're playing Night Stalker, right? Just gank him over and over again. Unless he's on your team. Then I guess. I don't know, you probably have to do that anyway, if he's on your team. Oh, Matt, I know you're kind of busy, but like, I have a question, like a 40k lore question. What the fuck is up with the Dark Angels, man? What is their deal? Like, holy shit, I missed a bunch of bronze here on the leg. I missed the entire, like, undersection of this guy. Holy shit. Yeah, sad. They sad, boy? Yeah, but, like, why? Why? Why are they sad? I know that, like, Lionel Johnson, their Primarch or whatever, is, like, asleep in the rock, which is, like, their big base. But, like, nobody knows that that's where he is. Not even the Dark Angels. He's just, like, sleeping in their base, and nobody knows, and that's why he's not around right now. And I do think that that's fucking hilarious. But, like, what's the Dark Angels themselves deal? No, you're thinking of Gilliman. Gilliman's the blue boy. Of the Ultramarines. Specifically, though, it's not technically canon, but... I mean, this lady, listen, this lady brought him back to life, and he made an alliance with her. Now they're going about doing things and fighting chaos. I don't know about you, but that screams being into each other to me. Granted, maybe that's just me, like, reading into it too much. But no, I'm actually fairly certain, at least somebody said, that Lionel Johnson and, like, the Dark Angels are specifically an allegory to, the LGBT rights movement in the 80s and 90s. Like, a lot of the names and shit, are reference to it. But maybe that's just me.
Our struggle as artists.
Or maybe I'm, like, misremembering it. Obviously, that doesn't necessarily mean that he's gay. It's just, like, you know, that's what the, you know, that's what that's about, you know. And of course, it, you know, would be better if he was gay. Let's be real. I'm specifically not necessarily talking about Lionel Johnson. I'm more talking about, like, the Dark Angels themselves. Because, like, they're, like, super secretive and, like, I don't know, trying to cover up something, but I don't know what exactly they're trying to cover up. Honestly, it doesn't know what they're trying to... It seems like they don't know what they're trying to cover up half the time, too. I mean, I know they're loyal, obviously, but it seems like during the heresy, like half the legion split up, and they had like a legion, an inter-legion civil war thing, sort of amongst one another. Is that like, is that their whole thing? Just that they're like trying to cover up that? Does that happen? Because that's pretty dumb. At least in my opinion. I don't know. I'm asking Matt because I assume Matt sort of knows more about like Space Marine lore than I do. Because I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck about Space Marine. Like much at all. Most of my lore comes from consuming that Alpha Booster series, Miss Amber Had to Attack Beast Machine, which is a fucking banger of a series, by the way, and absolutely recommended. Excellent. I think it's not like 100% lore, and it's sort of following its own lore at this point, like its own canon. But it's like hysterical, real funny. I don't know. Maybe I'm like making shit up. I don't know. Music to toast bread too. I'll be honest, I get that like mood where I'm feeling like that one girl from the lo-fi videos, you know what I mean? Got that chill lo-fi music going, just doing my own thing. Hog. Only difference is she's studying, and I don't study, like, ever. There. It's hitting my light with the brush a bit. I don't know why it was getting in the way when it wasn't earlier. Alright. That is 4 of my 5 laboratories done. Let's do one at a time. And it's beautiful gold and silver. Like I said, I painted these guys in a slightly different color than the bronze that I painted the other guys in. Basically, I started with gold, and then highlighted with brighter gold, and then highlighted again with a silver. So we get sort of this like shiny sheen effect from above. And yeah, I really like it. I think it looks really nice. You know, kind of get that like mirror, angelic mirror kind of feeling. That I think the Dome Cast would have embodied pretty well. We'll see if we have enough paint to last us here. Okay, yeah, it's applying pretty well. So unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit harder to fix mistakes on these guys because it's not as uniform as the bronze was. It is still doable, it's just going to be a little bit trickier. Of course, for decals like this thing that I'm painting around right now, that I'm probably not going to paint, that I'm probably going to paint a different color later. It doesn't matter too much. But for stuff like the, you know, armor pieces, the ethanol and gold and those, you know, going to be a little bit harder to fix. Right. Pretty sure Matt's too focused on the game to chat. Is anybody else in the chat? I guess more specifically, the thing's still running well, looking good for everybody. Look at that. That's a nice clean shield. Like the started one. Nice. Alright. Good to hear you're winning, Dummi. Finish the top of the shield. Hopefully be as careful as you can. I might still end up edge highlighting some of this too, with some of the gold, the silver color. Oh no, not like this. Feeding mid, Matt, how could you? I thought you were playing Night Stalker. Isn't it like physically impossible to feed mid as Night Stalker? Look at that! Beautiful looking shield. Not done yet though. Gotta see if I can cover up a little bit. Yeah, alright. Yeah, I like that. Right. And this back cape, one tabard, and this shoulder. This shoulder is a lion sigil, or like a lion temple, so we don't actually need to do it in red. Good reward. Again, it's not too much of a concern if we accidentally get this bit here, because I know I'm going to be painting that a different color. So we can accidentally go over it a little bit. I do want to avoid the armor bit though, because that's going to be harder to deal with. And add a little bit more paint to the palette. Oh, this is a channel where I rant about things I hate. And capitalism. I also rant about capitalism. You know what I hate? I hate when people fucking assume shit about my face. You know what I mean? Actually, I imagine none of you guys know what I mean now that I say that out loud. But like, you guys can see what I'm talking about, right? On this side. I hate it when people like assume shit about this. Like, it's fine to ask questions. But like, if you come at me like, bro, who hit you in the face? You know, like, nobody, but I'm about to hit you in the face, motherfucker. Why are you assuming I've been hit in the face? That's really fucking weird of you. I don't know. Like, it's something that children do all the time to me. You know, even when I was a kid, it was something that other kids would, like, assume shit about, like, what happened to your face. You know, did you get hit by a ball, or did you get shot, or did you get punched or something? And, like, you know, it makes sense, I guess, if you're a kid. You know, you just assume whatever's the most nearby thing, the most logical thing to a kid brain. You just assume that must be it and ask as if, you know, to like confirm. But like as an adult, if you're doing that, like, it's fucking weird, dude. Like, grow up, you know? Just ask. You don't have to be like assuming shit about my fucking life. Like, I had a lady at work ask me, like, who hit you in the face? And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about, lady? Nobody. Do I look like the kind of person who, like, lets myself get hit in the face easily? Don't answer that. Like, bitch. You know, ask what happened if you really, you know, if you're really curious. But don't, like, ask as if you're trying to, like, confirm an assumption, you know? Oh, fuck. I feel bad, man. Alright, we'll have to fix that. I accidentally got some red on here. Oh well. Well, we'll fix that later. It's fine. Not that big a deal. I don't know. It's free blood thing, yeah. I mean, we can easily do that. I've been considering, like, dirtying these guys up once I'm, like, done painting them, you know, in their base coat and stuff. But I'm not sure yet. Considering their main foe at the moment is a bunch of skeletons, you know, maybe blood doesn't work so much, but we'll see. Well, no, they'll be vampires in a few months. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, back to what I was ranting about. I don't know. It's, like, I get that, like, it's not something that most people deal with, but, like, I don't know, it's just annoying, you know? Like, it signals to me that you got, like, a childlike way of viewing, you know, differences in people. That, like, you come to a snap judgment and then ask me about it as if you're trying to confirm that judgment and not as if, like, you're genuinely curious. That's sort of what maybe pissed me off. Or maybe that it's like you're assuming something very personal of me that A, isn't true, but B, it's just like, why are you assuming that about me, you know? Like, you don't know me. You're some random fucking stranger that I just handed a coffee. Like, fuck off. You know? I don't know. It's just me. It's a birthmark. Well, okay, the red part is a birthmark. It's called a port wine stain birthmark. Timeline for this comment. Oof. Listen, worse, you know. But specifically the scarring underneath it, I'll move in closer to the camera for you. The scarring underneath it that sort of like follows this line is scarring, like it's actual scarring, and it's surgery scars. So back when I was like a real little lad, like too young to remember this. I only know because my mom told me. Presumably after I asked her like a bitch. There's a certain type of surgery that you can do to reduce port wine stains, and you do it like multiple times, and it reduces it more and more each time. And it involves using lasers to basically blast the like, it's like arteries or something that are swelled in the area. Basically, you use lasers to blast it, and it reduces the port wine stain. And usually you do it pretty young because, just because like it, you know, it takes to the skin easier. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Anyways, unfortunately, if you have the laser strength turned up too high, it can actually burn your skin. And that's what ended up happening to me during one of these visits, is it ended up burning part of my face. So a skin graft was performed, taking skin from my lower part, like about here, and basically stretching it over the burned area. They cut away the burned area and stretch skin over. So that's what that scarring is there for. And it's actually why my beard actually grows up here. It doesn't grow up here on this side. It only does it on this side. And it follows the scarring line. And the reason for that is because it's skin from down here. So, fun story, just, you know, in general. That's, you know, the general gist of it. The red part itself, which is usually what people notice first and comment on, is just a birthmark. And it's actually, port wine stains are fairly common in kids. It's not... yeah. Oh yeah, I mean, like, 6-year-old me thought it was the coolest shit ever. You know, I was like, oh, I'm a spy, you know, I got burned, you know, trying to pass the laser grid, you know? Anyway. But yeah, like that it's literally a laser burn. But no, the red part is what people usually notice and ask about first, and that is just a birthmark. Like I said, it's a fairly common birthmark. It's uncommon to get it on your face. But like, most people have a port wine stain birthmark somewhere, and it's not like caused by anything, you know, that like the mother's doing or anything like that. It's just a thing that forms sometimes. It seems to be unrelated to my hearing as far as anybody can tell. But other than that, it's just sort of a thing that happened. The big thing is that if it does form on your face, you do want to check it, because it might be, it might cause brain damage. Or it might be a sign of brain damage in children. I did not get that. I'm lucky in that regard. But it is a possibility for some children. Yeah, like, I mean, I don't know. It's a port wine, you know, birthmark. It happened to be the case. And I know, like I said, that like my face was burned. The red part is not the burned part. This is not burned. This was. But there's a skin graft covering it. And I mean, like, it was burned. It was like black and burned. I know that, like, Zuko and, what's the guy from, My Hero Academia? I don't remember his name. Todoroki. I know that they, like, got their little cool, you know, same thing I've got going on with, like, because of burns inflicted to them by family members. And theirs is because, like, it's an artistic thing. It's specifically, like, a fiery red over the eye because they have fire power. You know, that's what's going on there. It is not the case for me. It is not a burn mark. It's nothing like that. It's just a birthmark. Something I was born with. Just to, like, clarify. Cause I know Matt said people have called me Prince Zuko before. Oh no, actually, no, I do know people called me that back in high school. One of my high school girlfriends actually asked me if it was makeup. She thought I was, like, cosplaying Prince Zuko full time. And it was, like, makeup or some shit to, like, be a weeb or some shit. Nice, boy. Listen, I thought that was the funniest shit when she asked me that. And then I had to explain to her that I had never actually seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. No, it's a specific, like, type of brain damage. I don't remember what the condition is called, but it's, like, a specific thing. It's not just, like, general brain damage. Specifically, the thing that it could have caused is it could have possibly caused my hearing, because what's wrong with my hearing is that certain nerve endings never formed when I was in the womb. And the reason this occurs is because certain nerve endings, like, overform. I know what you're saying! I'm actually-ing you bitch. I'm actually gonna look it up, what type of brain damage it was. Oh, yeah, it's, glaucoma is another thing that can occur. I do have to, get my eye constantly checked for glaucoma. I haven't gotten it before, but I'm at a higher risk for it. And then if it's around the eye, specifically, like mine is, it can cause Sturge-Weber syndrome, which is... neurological abnormalities. Yeah. Reading through what it is. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so in the case of Sturge-Weber syndrome, the port wine stain is one of the symptoms. Instead of causing the port wine stain. Instead of causing the syndrome. So, yeah, stuff like seizures, what else happened? Developmental delays, intellectual disabilities. I never had either of those. Yeah, uncontrolled seizures, cognitive impairment, headaches, migraine, visual damage like loss of vision, risk of stroke, behavioral problems. Okay, I could have behavioral problems. That is a problem. And then glaucoma is the other big thing. Yeah. Because what's happening is that, like, certain capillaries are disformed or malformed, and it can cause pressure on this eye, the eye that is around, which causes glaucoma. I haven't had to deal with that in any way before, but it is a possibility. And it's just a, it doesn't seem to be caused by anything that, like, in your genes or anything like that. It seems to just be a sporadic thing that sometimes happens. You don't have to worry if you have a port Weinstein. This doesn't affect you. It specifically only port Weinsteins over the eye. And in this case, it's not so much a... It's not so much a case of the port Weinstein causing third Weber syndrome. It's the third Weber syndrome causing the port Weinstein. So you kind of know pretty quickly if it's the case with kids. I was not affected by it. I just have a port Weinstein. Though it is possible that my hearing loss could be affected, and could be not caused, but interlinked or interconnected with the port Weinstein. But I have no clue if that's actually the case. And as far as I understand it, the doctors that have, helped me over the years don't know either. Could also be bullshitting, Yeah. Interesting health fact for you all. I don't know. Like, it's a complex medical situation, but, like, not one that can't easily be explained with a pretty quick, simple... right? Yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. It's like... And I don't usually, like, ask people, if they have, like, something going on, like, any kind of, like, looks like, disorders or anything like that. I don't usually ask them if they do, because, like, it's their fucking business, Not mine. They can tell me if they want to tell me. They can, ask if they want. Oof. That is a mood there. Yeah. I've had to explain to most doctors that it was a fuck up by another doctor too. Usually they're pretty understanding. They're like, oh yeah, that happened. And in this case, it just seems like the laser was turned too high. Actually, do you remember back in high school when I would sometimes show up and I'd have, like, really, like, blue-looking skin right over the eye there? And, like, my eye would be, like, real closed because, like, I couldn't see through it too well for several days. And it would, like, go away after a few days. You remember that? I did it. It happened a couple times. Yeah. That was the plan. That was the point. It's as simple as just blasting the, and I understand it's supposed to, like, reduce the, capillary damage or malformation. I don't exactly understand how it works, just like I get the general gist of it. Basically, like, reduces the capillaries that are there and makes them smaller. Yeah, there was a small bit of improvement. And of course it tends to often fade away with time as well. Just as like people get older and their skin changes and stuff like that. But yeah, like it was definitely a lot darker red when, like before I got it. And I got it a couple of times, because it's a several time thing. You don't just do it once and then they're all gone. It slowly reduces it over time. Like over multiple visits. I think I did it 6 times while I was in high school, and that was about it. On top of however many times I did it, like when I was a kid, before I remember. But yeah, they just put you under and like blast you while you're asleep. And then like you wake up and your face kind of hurts and it's numb. And that's about it. It wasn't too bad, actually. The biggest thing is just that like your face is so swollen up on one side. Or like my face was so swollen up on one side that like it was kind of hard to see through that eye for a while. That's about it. It also kind of looked like it ended up sort of looking like a Phantom of the Opera mask, like on my face. If I remember correctly. Because it's like, the like shape that it would follow was like right here, and then be like around my nose, and then like, like around the scarring here, and then up, and then like around my nose. I think it used to actually come up over my eye here too. It does not so much anymore. Like it's really just like right around here. So yeah, like it's gotten better. I don't know. I'll be honest, most people don't like ask me about it anymore. I'm only like talking about it because I had some lady ask me about it while I was at work the other day. And like I just remembered all this. That like talking about it and stuff. I don't know. I will say my self-image about it has gotten way the fuck better. I used to feel like shit about myself over it. And like part of it was that like edgy teenager like, oh, I'm a monster, no one understands me, man. I'm just too dark and edgy, man. That part of it was that, part of it was that like high school running to be special and I'm too dark, that kind of shit. But part of it was just like, I genuinely couldn't conceive of like the opinion that people would like me in spite of, the hearing loss and the face thing and all that. But for sure my self-esteem and opinion of myself has gotten better over the years since high school. I don't know. You guys know what I'm talking about with that, like, high school, edgy phase, right? Like, it wasn't just me that did that, right? Because that'd be embarrassing if that was like... you're like listening to a bunch of punk music and you're like, yeah, man, I'm a monster, 3 days grace, type of shit. Oh god, the silence is deafening. I feel like you guys didn't do that, and now I'm like, oh no. I mean, same. But it was like the kind of anime where like the protagonist is like this, misunderstood, badass that he can do anything but nobody likes him and that kind of shit. Dude, I get that. I still do that. Where like I ramble about stuff that I'm into and then like get super self-conscious about realizing that some people just don't give a fuck about it. Yeah, for sure. Everybody is. I don't know. I wonder if that's like a white male teenager thing, to be like I'm a misunderstood monster that nobody understands me, and like, I'm dark and disturbed, and like, you're really not. You're just kind of a white boy. I don't know. Not incel specifically, but like, I don't know, maybe the kind of thing that like, yeah, and it's like not like other guys, like, I'm not like these other high schoolers. I'm, secretly a badass that, will do what needs to be done, e.g. beat up, oh god, the school shooter and shit. Cause that was like the big thing when I was in high school. Now, there was another shooting the other day, wasn't there? Atlanta? Is that it? I saw some clips on it some clipping of it on Twitter earlier, and it seemed like the police did something really fucking stupid about it. Oh, yeah, they was motivated by, like, sexism or some shit, not racism. When, like, the dude killed 8 women and 6 of them were Asian, and, like, at that point, I think it's a sexism and a racism thing, I don't know. Depressing shit, man. Can I even talk about that on Twitch? I don't even know, man. Yeah. Shooter had a rough day. No, hold on. No, a rough day is losing your shit because somebody hands you the wrong drink at Starbucks. A rough day is not shooting 8 people, alright? Let's get that fucking straight. There's a difference between having a rough day and shooting 8 people, I feel like we need to make that distinction pretty fucking clear, Like a rough day is, having a bad hair day and like waking up on the wrong side of the bed and like getting snappy at people, A rough day. A rough day. I'll show him a fucking rough day. Fucking rough day up his ass, like goddamn, dude. Yeah. Then I think I saw something that like the police chief said it was like motivated by sexism but not racism. And like 6 out of the 8 women killed were Asian women. Which at that point sort of seems like it's motivated by racism too. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, these guys are... The fucking school shooter types are all like exactly the fucking same. And so, Nazi, proto-Nazi type shit. They got sucked into the fucking Ben Shapiro alt-right, rabbit hole. And, never got out. And so they have a virulent hatred for women, anything sexual, black people because they do the sex with white women. They hate Asian people because of COVID. Like, nah, dude, these people are just racist and sexist, bigots. that, like, hate everybody else around them. Because the reality is that their lives are sad and pathetic, and they need an identity to latch onto because they have none for themselves. Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, it's just a coincidence. Just accidentally, you know. I intended to shoot into the crowd. Somehow, you know, 8 Asian people died and nobody else. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, like, the details of the case, but I do know that multiple Asian women died. And that was, like, you know, that was, like, a racist hate crime because of that. I mean, sexist one, too. I don't know. And then there's, like, people who, like, defend these types that, like, spew this information, like, Ben Shapiro and stuff. Like, I'm sorry. If you're, like, Ben Shapiro and, like, you espouse shit like, you know, fighting back against degeneracy and, like, sexual, you know, proclivities and all that shit for years, and then, like, people start killing people claiming that they're trying to, like, stop degeneracy and sexual proclivities and shit, and they, like, use you as one of their sources and inspiration. Like, I'm sorry, but you are directly involved in the death of those people. Like, their blood is on your hands too, bucko. And now, because he didn't directly call for, you know, people to be shot, it's not Ben Shapiro's fault. Or any of these other fucking jackasses. I don't know. I've mentioned before my, like, I guess you could call it edgy high school phase. Where, like, I was sort of, not quite, like, all right by any means. I was never, like, a Nazi. I was just sort of, like, an edgy teen who, like, centrist liberal who dislikes all this PC, you know, SJW shit, and wanted no politics in video games. Like, that's where I was at politically. And I was, like, 16, you know, I was a dipshit. But, like, it's super easy to pull those guys in and, like, get them deeper and deeper in. And if they never get out, they end up like that school shootings and, you know, that kind of shit. Because that's where that rhetoric directly leads, you know? Like, it directly leads to people getting shot. Because you believe the only way to get rid of the sexual degeneracy of this culture is by killing all the sexual degenerates. And, like, no, dude. First off, we gotta establish some things. First off, we need to establish that sexual degeneracy is a bad thing. And I don't think that at all. Yeah, like, I don't know, degenerate, like, sexual degeneracy, just like the word degeneracy. You know, in general, just like a way of making something sound bad, even if it isn't necessarily. Like, that's all it is. It's just a buzzword. It doesn't mean anything. I use it ironically sometimes as, like, a meme. You know, like, call people degens and stuff. But, like, the meme is that I'm just as much of a fucking degen as they are. You know, like, I'm just as bad. You know, I don't have any right to be calling people that. It's sort of like the point. I don't know, man. Which shooter was it that directly cited Ben Shapiro? I think it was the Christchurch shooter. He, like, in his manifesto, directly called out Ben Shapiro as, like, you know, leading him to where he was when he shot the mosque up. And, like, dude, I don't know, it makes it Ben Shapiro's fault, and at least partly. You know, obviously, it's the guy who shot up the mosque is, you know, the real fucking villain here, but, like, he wouldn't have been doing that if Ben Shapiro wasn't pushing him with his rhetoric. Oh, I'm just rambling because there was another shooting the other day. And I'm like rambling about like how the rhetoric of right wing demagogue lead to shootings every time. In this case, it was Atlanta. 8 people were shot. 6 of them were Asian. 6 of the 8 were Asian women, and the police were like, he just had a rough day. You know, not racially motivated by his sex life. And like, dude, no, like, it really wasn't. Can't possibly say that like that's just because he had a rough day. He was fed up. Like, no, you know, like being fed up. Like I said it before, but like being fed up or having a rough day is like snapping at a worker at Starbucks. You know, like that's a rough day. Being fed up and having a rough day is not like the reaction isn't shooting up, 8 people, I don't know. And then I was like talking about how like the people whose rhetoric causes it never see any, fucking criticism or anything for it. Yeah. Well, I mean, the cops said he was sexist, but not racist. Like, specifically, they said it was a sexism-motivated shooting, but not a racism-motivated shooting. And, like, it can be both? Elliot Rogers. Oof. Man, that's a name I haven't heard in a while, to be honest. That dude was fucking wild. What does he call himself? Like, just the plain gentleman or some shit? Yeah. Well, like, specifically, like, if there's 6 Asian people being shot in this shooting, like, they're... Like, I'm sorry, but that sounds pretty racially motivated to me. And considering we've had the, like, race-baity shit that, like, shiny people cause COVID, for the past, like, year, that's been a conservative narrative. Like, it doesn't surprise me that this happened then. That there's a racially motivated, against Asian people, shooting that killed several Asian people, Like, it isn't just that he's, like, a racist incel psychopath. Nice. But, like, it isn't just that he's a racist incel psychopath. It's that he's, like, his racism and his incelness has specifically been derived from internet discourse. Specifically right-wing internet discourse. Because they're the only ones who talk about, like, Asian people causing COVID and shit. Kung flu and China virus and all that stupid shit. Also, like, holy fuck, was that the most apparent goddamn attempt at, like, trying to cover your own ass that I've ever seen. Blaming China on the virus so that you don't have to take responsibility for the fact that the virus fucking murders, like, 500,000 people under your rule. Slightly lighter topic. Has anybody ever found Steven Crowder funny? Like, I didn't watch him much when I was, like, my edgy, right-wing-ish phase. Just because, like, I got the impression that he wasn't actually all that, like, he was obviously a demagogue, like a right-wing demagogue, even to, like, me, an untrained, dipshit centrist. Like, it was obvious that he was, like, a right-wing demagogue to me. But, like, so I never found him funny. But, like, has anybody ever found him funny? The chapter that just about found... Oh, okay. copium. Yeah, copium. Oh, fuck. Inhaling that copium. Yeah. I don't know. It's just like, cause like I saw like I've seen a few bits that Steven Crowder's done in recent days, and like, the joke just seems to be racist. Like racism. Like, or transphobia. So one of the videos was him dressing up as a woman and like pretending to be a trans woman and going to like Planet Fitness. Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Alright. And they're the first legion, right? Like, in terms of numbers, they're like the first one. Anyway. I don't know. But like, the Steven Crowder thing, sorry. He like dresses as a woman, like a trans woman, basically, or like pretending to be a trans woman. They are, okay. Like I vaguely remember that being a plot point or something. But anyway, yeah. And like the entire joke is just that he's being an obnoxious prick at like a Planet Fitness and nobody cares. Like, I don't know. It's a stupid video. And then the other big thing that he just did, the video actually got taken down by YouTube for it. He went on like a whole racist glee of jokes. Okay. But he went on like a whole like racist, glee of jokes because like Black and Latino farmers are getting a grant. And that's it, like that's the entire thing. Black and Latino farmers are getting a grant. Therefore, let's make a bunch of racist jokes about black people. And like that's real bad. Lefty Imbo. Hassan. Hassan's not bad, yeah. I don't watch Hassan that often, because I just watch clips from him mostly, because I don't like watch streams. I've said it before, but I don't watch like YouTube or Twitch streams. Speaking of streams, they're like Twitch streams. Bosch, I know, not everybody likes him, recently got unbanned from Twitch, so he can stream on Twitch now. GTA 5 RP. Yeah. Yeah, I watch a lot of Bosch. I basically watch all of his videos. I'm not like, not a stan, but I do watch all of his videos because they are all good. Well, most of them are good. And I don't know, I think if you're like even vaguely into politics or like left-leaning politics, it's not a problem. He uploads daily, man. And it's just like highlights from his stream. They're pretty good. But basically, like, he's like a far leftist streamer. Gets in a lot of drama with other leftists. Rather watch Destiny. Listen, I don't know. I'm a bit iffy on Destiny after that Kenosha shit. Yeah, like, I don't know. Do you really not like Voss that much? I don't know. Like, I think his politics are pretty good. For the most part. I don't think I agree with him at 100% of things. But, like, he at least gives, like, decent reasoning for the things he believes. And his debates are always fun to watch. Just because, like, listen, his debates are fun to watch. He's a good rhetorician. He's a good debater. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Loud, aggressive type. I get it. Yeah, I know you're not like a debate watcher. I know. Yeah. No, that's definitely fair. He doesn't only do debate, but like, yeah, most of his content is debate. He's become more of a news streamer in the past few months than like specifically a debate streamer, but he still does debate pretty often. He's back on Twitch, so I think he's streaming on both Twitch and YouTube now, and he has his own site, so I don't follow his own site. Like I said, I just watch his videos after he makes them. Because I hate, like, not being live, but I also hate missing shit. So I just opt to wait until the video's out and watch it then. I don't know. Anyways, I mean, not for everybody. That's understandable. And he gets into a lot of drama all the fucking time. That's actually one of the things I don't like. He gets into a lot of drama with other leftists. And like, sometimes I think it's just like, it sort of just feels like him calling people out for things that aren't necessarily needed to be called out. I don't know. That said, I also follow him on Twitter, and some of the people that say shit about him on Twitter are, oh boy, they got some issues themselves. Get off Twitter. No. I only look at Twitter every so often. Like maybe once or twice a day to see what's happening. It's totally like a fucking terminally online thing. From terminally online, it's terminally online Discord, to be honest. And you know what, fair, if that's like a thing, you gotta say. Fair. Like, I mean, you follow my Twitter. You know I, like, don't say anything. I don't, post much. I don't comment much. Oh, I know what else I was going to talk about tonight. Fucking Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. Is anybody actually hyped for that? Like, unironically hyped for that? Because I think it's fucking stupid. I'm going to watch it, like, with my family so that I can laugh at it, at how bad it, that I know it's going to be. But, like, I don't know. Does anybody expect it to be good? Because it's not going to be, like, it's not going to be good. I'm sorry. Zack Snyder's not a very good director. Why the fuck would I? Yeah, I know. Because it's going to be bad. I mean, that's still more reason I'm going to watch it. Because I know it's going to be fucking terrible. And I like watching things that are real bad. I used to binge watch the Sci-Fi Channel, like, way back, when I was, like, 8 and 9 and shit. And, like, it was, like, during the day, I binge watch it. Like, right after I got home from school and shit. And, like, it's when they're playing the shitty fucking movies, that nobody's watching. the movies that were made with like a budget of, you know, $2,000 and like, you know, way too much CGI. and like, I just watched it because I knew it'd be bad, you know? Because I like watching things that are poorly made sometimes. I don't even know why. It's not to like nitpick necessarily. Although I do sometimes like doing that. Maybe it's just fun to like watch things that are kind of bad with friends. Or like family members or shit. Oh, that's another thing. I am horrible about talking, you know, while watching movies. Not at theaters. Mostly because I don't watch movies at theaters much. But like, if I'm just like watching with family members, oh boy. I talk all the fucking time during those things. Part of it's because, like, my family's always asking questions, and, like, I seem to be the only person paying attention enough to know the answers. So I'm answering questions for them, but talk shit about me. Yeah, you know, like, it's fun, you know? Yeah. I also watch everything with subtitles. It's part of why I don't go to the movie theater. Because I don't really have, like, good subtitles set up yet. So like most people hate watching with subtitles on. And I don't know why. Listen. You watch movies or TV shows or whatever with subtitles on for long enough, for even just like a few weeks, and then you stop and you'll hate it. You know, like you'll never want to go back. You'll be like, I gotta watch this with fucking subtitles, alright? Because like, it's impossible to like pay attention without subtitles, you know? I know, right? Like, hey, like I listen. It wasn't just, you know, anime for me, but it was like everything. Cause I kind of need subtitles to be able to understand what's happening in the movie. Cause like I don't know what's happening in the movie at all if there's no subtitles. Aside from what's visually happening on the screen. Usually there's too much like ambient noise. Especially during like quieter scenes to like hear what's being said. Yeah. Plus, sometimes the subtitles are fucking funny, dude. Like they're just kind of funny, you know. Like they're intently like. Yeah, I don't know. It's, like, why did that get described in the subtitles? You know, like. The fucking bop. What the hell? Why is the song such a bop? Alright. And that shield. Beautiful. Alright, man, how does it feel to actually have an army that's going to be moderately painted by the time, you know, for a game? Like, for one. They won't be, me, specifically, that you're, like, fighting again. Although, you have yours is mostly painted, right? Yeah, I guess it, like, depends on what moderately painted means. Oh, if yours not painted at all? I'm sorry. I thought it was. What did I think it was? It's because you've been telling me about how, like, you're constantly procrastinating on painting your osteoid bone paper. Okay. Well, I mean, I'd say that's moderately painted. You know? Maybe. I'd also call this moderately painted, but, you know, that's just me. Because, like, I'm probably not gonna try and do shade washing or anything like that. I don't know, what specifically are we talking about here? That they would be moderately painted? Yeah, I would consider what I'm at right now moderately painted. It's like 2 colors, like it's nothing. Like, fully painted would be, you know, having the red be highlighted and, you know, glazed and shit. And fixing all the mistakes and all of that. Putting basing on too. That would be painted. This is just moderately painted. You know, it's good enough for a tabletop game or 2, but I'd want to put more work into it before I, like, bought it, you know, for anything more than a friendly game. Yeah, I actually don't know what you mean by what did I just say. Oh wait, are you talking about me talking about you procrastinating? Because I did say that as well. But is it, you know, untrue of me to say that? Be fucking loyal, I did that. Yeah, boy. Fucking got him. Fucking got him. I think I have, like, you know, over the past week gotten like 3 messages from you saying about how, like, you want to paint your osteoid bone paper, but you actually don't. Fairly certain I've offered to paint them before. They owe me the paint. That's fine. I get you. Maybe you didn't keep buying shit. I mean, how much more would you even need to do for more tech guard, you know? Like, you do the bones on them, and then what? Like, that's pretty much it, right? Being a cheeky boy tonight. Very detailed with him? Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I wanted to do that too. I haven't even gotten to my, like, steel color yet that I want to get to for these guys. I think I want to do it for the hammers, some of the detailed, and the scaled here in the middle on their tabard. Right, yeah. No, that's fair. So, like, as I understand it, you don't have, like, a color scheme that you have, like, gotten 100% down yet, right? Meanwhile, I've had this color scheme since, like, I got these fucking guys. Yeah, as mentioned, you know, heavy metal is easy enough to, like, replicate, and, like, it's pretty, like, step by step, you know, and it's not, like, you know, that hard to do. It's just that, like, I don't know, I think the looks with heavy metal kinda, they can be hit or miss sometimes. Like, some things I like them on, because, like, they look crisp and clean. And then other things I don't like them on, because they look crisp and clean. And, like, they shouldn't, you know? Like, Necron, you know, like, not that, like, broken down Necron, but, like, fully built Necron looks good on. Same thing with, like, Primaris Space Marines, it looks good on them. And then you get to, like, you know, Nurgle stuff. And Nurgle stuff, heavy metal, is, kind of hit or miss, you know? Like, you'd be better off just doing, like, a, you know, gross looking look. Same thing with, like, the Flesh Eater Court, you know? Like, I feel like that look would be better suited just doing something dirty and gross looking. Vortex Guard, I think it makes sense to do heavy metal for. Same thing with, like, Stormcast, ironically, even though I don't do it with Stormcast. I think if you want, like, a grimdark, like, gritty, you know, battle-worn look, heavy metal does not necessarily always suit your needs. Just kind of hit or miss sometimes, that's all. To anybody wondering, heavy metal is sort of like the official GW artist style. So, like, the stuff that you see on box art, for minis and stuff. That's all in the heavy metal style. And usually, whenever they give tutorials, that's what they're giving tutorials on. Basically, the style boils down to... Yeah, basically the style boils down to painting something in one color and then taking lighter colors and just going around and highlighting the edges in, like, a progressively lighter color. And that's sort of like how the look looks. And it looks, like, really crisp and clean. My issue is that, like, for Warhammer, crisp and clean isn't necessarily always the look you want, you know? sometimes you want like a dirty, disheveled battle one look. At least, for some armies you do. And then like sometimes, you kind of need like models that have the space and design, that's able to, do that style on. Because there's like a lot of rounded edges, you can't really do that style, And GW's fairly good about making models for that, purpose in mind. Yeah, I know, yeah. But like sometimes they don't, and then some factions just don't have an aesthetic that really works for that all the time. Stormcast are very good for painting heavy metal, like I said. Space Marines are very good. Chaos Space Marines work for it, but like Chaos Space Marines is definitely one of those armies that we could talk about that's like kinda too dirty and rough to want to do heavy metal style with. Unless that heavy metal style includes the battle worn look in it, And sometimes they do. I don't know. It's just a hit or miss thing for me. I much prefer doing like a more natural looking highlight where it's just based on where the light coming from and assuming that the light coming from above, usually. Yeah. I don't know. Tricky to do. Yeah. I think it's a criticism I have levied before against the heavy metal style, and this, style choice. Certainly, it is the easiest, I think, to get into doing, like as a new artist. Because, like I mentioned, it's very easy to do. Like, conceptually, basically, you just take, one color, like what I'm doing here, and go over whatever, you need to with that color. And then you put a shade wash on it. And that'll give you all the shadows you need. And then once you're done with all of that, you go back over it with like a lighter red, or like a scarlet sort of orangish red, and you just go over like the highlighted, like this sort of, the fold on the robe here. You just go over that with that orange, and then you go back over it again with a different, like even brighter color, like over a smaller area. You can do it with gold and like metal. You can do it with any color really. And like the paint range that GW has is designed to be able to do it. And I actually think that that's like the point of the style, is to like require you to use as many different paints as you can, or as they can get away with. Cause like I was mentioning, last stream towards the end that like contrast paint can sort of do the job sometimes for like half the paint required to get a similar look. And I think that that's like intentional, at least, on GW's part. Like you're supposed to be using lots of different paint to get this look. And it's so that they can sell you more paint, more paint colors, Obviously you can mix them, you don't need to use their paint, but man, it sure is easy to, if you stop at any point, like while you're batch painting or whatever, sure it's easy enough to go back over and, just paint them with the same color because you know what the color is instead of needing to like remix it exactly perfectly. That's all. Damn, I turned this into a criticism of capitalism again. I'm not sorry. So, like, you see this little, divot here? Moving closer. See that little divot where the folds are? If you were doing heavy metal, you paint it like I am right now, then go over it with a wash, and then after that wash had dried, you take, like, I think for red, they recommend, Evil Sun Scarlet, which is like a bright red, and then Fire Dragon Orange. And you just take a smaller brush and you lightly go over just these areas here, with the scarlet and then the orange even smaller. And that would be the heavy metal style. And the idea that you just do that like across the menu. It's time consuming, or it can be time consuming. It can take a lot of paint to do. It requires different colors of paint usually. I don't know. Like, it seems like a kind of an inefficient way to do it, I think. Of course, we mentioned dry brushing last stream. That could easily do what you're trying to do. It'd be a little bit sloppier, but, you know, if that's not necessarily something you care about, or if you like a sloppy look anyway, that can be fine. I don't know, it's sort of a, you know, you gotta be the one to do it yourself, you know. The one to, like, decide how you want to do that. I want to have to add a last drop. Looks like I'm gonna have to. Right. Alright. We're almost done. And we're probably going to wrap up this stream as we wrap up this guy. We'll probably keep painting these guys for the next stream. So now that I think about it, I won't be able to stream tomorrow night. I unfortunately work until 10, and I'm probably going to be too tired to stream after that. Can stream on Saturday, but they will have gone through a game with Matt. I think on Saturday. We're playing on Saturday, right? Actually, don't know. Yeah, okay. Alright, good. Just want to make sure. Yeah, they've all gone through a game on Saturday. I don't know, the last time we played both these armies, it was like a straight toss-up, you know? Like, we ended up having to leave early, because the door was closing, but like... Oh no, because none of us just had to go home. But like, it was a fucking close-ass match. Literally could have gone either way, like, there was no way to tell. I know why Matt likes playing them now. Because he likes winning, and he likes armies that win. And this army was letting him win. Which is a rarity in Death's case. I tease Matt, of course. It's fine. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I think the next thing we do, and the next thing we're gonna do to these guys is probably, the metal. So the hammer, the tabard, any other like metal decals and stuff, and that'll be done in like probably starting in light belcher. That's my basic metal color, and then going up from there. And then the color after that, you see these guys are planes. I plan on doing that in purple. I've done it on a few other guys before in purple, and I think it looks really good. So we'll do that. We'll need to do black at some point for like the joints and some of the other small details, and then we'll need to do black hearth flesh for the like cloth bit. And then from there, it's just any other colors we haven't done. For like individual minis. And that's probably when we'll shade wash them, and then from there I might work on them some more, or if I'm happy with the look, we'll just say that they're tabletop ready and be done with it. Although I probably will want to work on them more, because I think I said I wanted to do like a battle scarred look for some of these guys. Like battle damage. So I'll probably try and go for that. But yeah, for now we got our comrade, the Stormcast, in red and gold, and red and bronze for some of the other units. And with that, I think I'm gonna wrap up for the night. So we got through 10 minis tonight in 2.5 hours. We only did the red on them, which isn't a whole lot, but it's still quite a bit. It's just a quick batch painting method of just going through one color for every single mini that you're going to use it on, and then you know, you don't need to like constantly be cleaning your brush or your palette or whatever. You just do the same color on everybody that you're going to use all at once, and then you go from there. And keep doing that for each color. So like next time when I use like metal, I'm gonna use that same metal color, and I'm gonna use it on every mini where I need it used. So like hammerhead, the hammerheads are the big thing. I think also like the little lightning symbols on their shoulder pads, I'm also gonna do in metal, like a steel color. Hammerhead, and then like small details like the lightning bolt and this guy's knee pad, and you know the like studs and stuff that is sometimes in these little areas. And that's probably about it for metal. Yeah. And then I've also got some hero units. I've already done the red on the hero unit, that's why I didn't bring them out here, but we'll be doing, you know, whatever we do with these guys, we'll also be doing to them. We might actually use them first. We'll see. Anyways, that's it for the night. Have a nice night. If you enjoyed the stream and you want to watch more, feel free to follow. If you're watching this on YouTube somehow, feel free to subscribe, like, you know, comment, whatever. You know the drill. Ring the bell. Get Pornhub Premium. You know, do all of it. You know. Alright, I'm ending this thing. Goodbye.